Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and back to the World Puzzle Federation 2015 Round 8, puzzles created by creators from the United Kingdom. This is a puzzle created by David McNeil, and this is an 80-point puzzle, possibly because it uses multiple constraints, and this one has no given digits, a rarity for puzzles in the World Puzzle Federation. This is a Renban Killer Sudoku, so it's combining the killer constraint and the Renban constraint. Of course, in the description below, there will be a link to this puzzle as well as to the entire World Puzzle Federation archive. It's very weird that this looks like the sort of puzzle that would be created today, not something that would have been created 10 years ago. Now, of course, the difference that has been made is in the original grid, these cells, which were the Renban sets, were just highlighted grey, and the original rule stated that connected set of grey cells must would be contain a set of consecutive digits with no constraint on the order of the digits. There was nothing about it using lines, but because we have now changed the way we display Renban lines, I've updated the way I'm displaying the puzzle. So rules, normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Each of these purple lines must contain a set of consecutive digits with no constraint on the order of the digits. So, for example, this line could contain 1 through 6, 2 through 7, 3 through 8, or 4 through 9. You are not allowed to repeat digits on the line. And then the sum of the digits in each cage must equal the value given in the upper left corner of the cage, and digits cannot repeat inside cages, which is relevant nowhere I can see. But these digits sum to 10, these sum to 3, these sum to 15, etc. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. 2 digits summing to 3 are 1 and 2. 2 digits summing to 5 are either 1, 4, but I couldn't put the 1 here, so 1, 4, or 2, 3, and I couldn't put the 2 here, or 2, 3. Okay, now this is a set of 5 consecutive digits. I can't put a 1 on this. So 1 is in one of those 2 cells, because if I was to put a 1 on this run of consecutive digits, I'd need to include a 2. So if and I can't put, right, this is a 1-2 pair, I think. But if I was to put a 1 on here, I'd need to include a 2, and that would break this cell. So that doesn't work. So there's no 1 on this. I can't put a 1 here because that would break this, and I can't put a 1 here, or this would have to be 12. So this is 1 is in one of those 2. But I don't think I could put 2 on this either, because if I put 2 on this would have to now go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that would break that cell. And I can't put 2 here, or this would have to be 11. So this is a 1-2 pair in those 2 cells. A 1 here makes that 7, and a 2 here makes that 6. Now, I think this has to be a 3, because if I was to put 3 on this line, I would have to make this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that would break this cell, because 3 and 4 would be on this. So 3 is in one of those 2, but this can't be a 3, or this would have to be a 10. So this is 3, this is 2, and I get that. But now I know this is 4 or 9, because if I put 4 on this line, how do I explain this? This has to be an extreme digit, because 1, 2, and 3 are gone. So in these digits here, I'm playing with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are the only digits I'm playing with. But if I put a 9 on the line, I've got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 on the line. And if I put 4 on the line, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5, 6, 7, and 8 must be on the line. So this has to be the extreme digit. And this is 4 or 9. And if this is 9, this is 4. And if this is 4, this is 9. So this is a 4-9 cage. This is cool. This is very, very cool. I haven't even started getting to the logic up here yet. So, am I playing with sums? I hope not. Because I know the sum of those, well, I could figure out the sum of those digits, but because this is a 6-cell Renban line, I know every 6-cell Renban line must contain a 4, a 5, and a 6. Because if I start at 1 and go up, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I start at 9 and go down, it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So every 6-cell Renban line must contain a 4, a 5, and a 6. But I've got lots of places to put them. A 22 cage must contain a 9, because if it doesn't, it's 6, 7, 8 and only gets to 21. These digits, 22 plus 16, is 38. So those digits have to sum to 7. Oh, that's gorgeous. 22 plus 16 is 38. An entire box of the Sudoku sums to 45 because they contains all of the digits from 1 through 9. Add those together, you get 45. 45 minus 38 is 7. So those digits sum to 7. But the minimum digits I could put in there are 1, 2, and 3. So I have to increase, which is 6. I have to increase one of those digits by 1 to get to 7. If I increased the 1 or the 2, forget the line, I'm just talking about the box. If I increased the 1, I'd have 2 2s in the box, and if I increased the 2, I'd have 2 3s in the box. So I have to increase the 3. This is 1, 2, 4, which means I know what those digits are, because there's a 1 on the line. So this line is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 3, 5, 6. And the 3 is telling me there's no 3 here. And that's the 3. And that's 5, 6. That's very cool. And that might tell me what this is. Because this can't be 9, 2 or 8, 3. It's 7, 4. And now I know what these digits are. These are 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 8, and 9. And that's not the 1 because of the 1, 2 pair. The 4, 7 is looking down, making that the 6, which makes that the 2, which makes that the 1, which makes that the 2. This is nice. I love that. That was cool. That was very, very cool. And people who are better at Killer Sudoku can probably figure out exactly what these cages are. I can't put 9 and 3 in here. There must be a 3 in this cage. Because if I put 9 and 3 in here, it'd sum to 12, and the other one would have to be 10. So there's a 3 in this cage and 2 digits that sum to 13, which can't be 9, 3. So they're 13. They can't be 9, 4. So they're 8, 5 or 7, 6. And the same over here, 8, 5 or 7, 6. Because it's 2 digits that sum to 13. But that puts 3 over here somewhere. Yeah, okay. Do I need a 2 on this line? Can I put a 2 on this line? Maybe. 2 is down here. I've got some restriction in this column because that's a quadruple. 3, 5, 8, 9. That can't be a 3. So there is a 3 on this line, which means it can't have 8 or 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or it could have an 8, but it can't have a 9. Because if I put a 9 down here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is as high as it can go. So there's no 9 down here, but that doesn't force anything. But this is 3, 5, 8, and it must have a 5 on the line somewhere, but it doesn't. This could be 3, 8 if these are 4, 5, 6, and 7. What does that do for that cage? Because this cage can't have a 3 in it. It can't have a 6. It can't be 3, 7. It can't be 4, 6, and it can't be 2, 8. This is 1, 9, which means that's the 4 and that's the 9. So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 7, 8 pair. Which I don't see how to resolve. But wow. Okay. 2 is over here. 2's on these Renbans is probably... Oh, how do I do this 10 cage when I've got a 1, 2, 3? That's been there forever. That's a 4, 6. So this 11 cage... Maybe? But I have to put a 4 and a 6 on this line. So where do I put the 6 on this line now? The 6 can't go in there and the 6 can't go in there. That's the 6 on the line. I've already discussed why every one of these lines must have 4, 5, and 6 on it. Okay, I'm going to use an interesting trick here to tell you this 15 cage I'm not sure. Anyway, 4 must be in one of those two. I'm not sure, actually. I was about to do something really clever because 4, 5, and 6 must appear on this line. But they can't all appear. Yeah. Okay. So this 15 cage must have a high digit, a low digit, and a middle digit in it. For many people who follow my channel should know by now that because of an entropy trick, a 15 cage is either a low digit, a middle digit, and a high digit, or it's 4, 5, 6. If this was 4, 5, 6, then the 4, 5, 6 on this line would have to go here, and those would sum to 15. And 15 plus 10 plus 16 is not 45. And this box would be broken. So this must be a low, a middle, and a high. I don't know how to use that, but it's true. Oh, there's a 6 cage here. This is 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's been there for a while. There's a 3 in this tent. I completely missed that 6 cage. So 6. The 6. Not sure. I don't want to call out what I'm. These sum to 27, so these have to sum to 18. I need a 4 on this line somewhere. I don't know. 4 is down here somewhere. I get the feeling 4 is on the line. If I put 4 here, these would have to be 8, 9. But that might be possible. I can't put 9 on this line. So 9 is in the 21 cage. I can't put 9 on the line. Just cannot do. Because if I put 9 on the line, the 3 that is down here is broken. So 9 is up here with 2 digits summing to 13. 8, 4. Can't be 7, 6. Sorry. It's 8, 4. Sorry, 13. 8, 4 or 7, 5. Oh, the 6 is absolutely on the line down here. I don't think I'm singing on this one. Okay. Buckle up and do better. This 8 cage. 1, 7, yes. 2, 6, no. 1, 7 would be 1 and 7. 2, 6 can't be done. 3, 5 would be 3 and 5. If that's a 5, that's a 5. Yeah, there's some interesting geometry going on with these lines as well. Like, where do those 2 digits go in these boxes? They have to go over here sort of thing. It's a bit weird. I can't put a 1 on this line, because if I did, I'd need to put, these would have to be from 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I can't put a 1 on this line. So 1 in, ooh. Because if I put 1 on this line, I need to put 1, 2, and 3, and they'd all have to go there, and I just can't, they'd all have to go in that cell. I can't put a 2 on this line, is basically the thing. So I can't put a 1 on the line. So 1 is in one of those 4 cells. Maybe I'd look at this, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. These are 5, 7, 8, 9. That's not a 9. I know that this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 now, and there's no 6 in any of those. So 6 is in one of those two. Not 5, 7, 8, 9. I think there's something I'm missing. I know there's something I'm missing. It's probably box 1. What are these sum to? There's oh, hang on. There's 4 in here and 6 here. And I know the sum of these. So I know what's on this line exactly. 16 plus 17 is 33. 43. This is a 2, 4. So this is 12, 28, 45. This is a 2, 4. So there's no 2 there. There's no 2 there. So there's a 5 up here. So this isn't a 5 because there's a 5 on the line up here. And there must, so this is right. There's no 2 here because there's already a 2 on the line, but I need to connect 2 to 6. So this has to be 3, 5. It could be 1. Well, let's 3 and 5 must be in here with either 1 or 7. So 8 is definitely in this cage and 2 is definitely in this cage. So this is 1, 2, 8. There's no 7 there. This is the 8 and this is a 1, 2. There you go. And there's no 1 in those. This is 3, 5, 7. That's a good trick. 1 is now in one of those 2 cells. Oh, that's... Nope, I'm good. I was trying to do something on 2s, but this is a 3, 5, 7. So that's 1, that's 7. There's no 7 there. This is the 7. These, that's not a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 go into those. There's no 7 in this 22 cage or 6. So if I don't use an 8 in that 22 cage, I would have 9 and then I'd have to drop to 5, 4. And 9, 5, 4 is only 18. So this is 9, 8 and that's 17 and I need another 5. So this is 5, 8, 9, which means this is 3, this is 5. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6, and 7. 3, 6, and 7 is 16. Bam. 3 is in one of those. Why do I have 3 in one of those two? Can I trust that? The 6 is looking up, making that the 4 and that the 6. I don't know why I put that in. 3 is not in here. 3 is not in here. Okay, let's do this. 6 is not in any of those. So this is a 6. This is a 3, 7. This is a 1, 2, 4. So I know what these 2 digits are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 8 and 9. Which means that's not a 9 anymore because I can't put 9 in any of those cells. 9 has to be in one of those 2. 4 is looking down, making that 2 and that 4. 4, and this has to be a 1. So these have to sum to 15, which can't be 9, 6. So this is 8, 7, and that's the 9. And these are 3, 5. 3, 5, 9 is 7. Is 17. The 1 makes that the 9 and that the 1. I don't like this 3 pencil mark. It may be real, but I don't remember how I got it and I don't like it. There's no 8 here. There's no 1 here or here. This is the 1. This is a 2, 3. This is an 8 by Sudoku since I got that 7. So this is a 6 by Sudoku. There's no 8 in either of those. These are 5, 7, and 9. And there's no 7 there. So this is the 7 by Sudoku. So I know what these 3 digits are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So this is an 8, which means these, there's no 8 or 7 there. This is a 5, 9, which means this line is 9 down to 4. There's no 3 here. So this has got 8 and 3 in it. 8 and 3 sums to 11. So this is 3, 4, 8, summing to 15. Told you it was a high, a low, and a medium. Makes this the 6. But this now, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. This is 4, 7, and 8. There's no 7 in any of those. That's the 7. So this is 5 or 9 to complete the column. The 7 is looking across, making that the 3 and that the 7. Now I know one of those two is 3. I probably proved it earlier, but I can't remember how I did it. But I'm back there now. The 1, 2, 4 is saying that's not a 4. The 7 is making that the 4 and that the 7. 10 cage. I really don't know. I probably should. 1 is up here somewhere. Yeah. Not good enough at these totals, I think, is my problem. Can I make... If this is a 7, these would have to sum to 7. I couldn't use 1, 6. I could use 2, 5. So if this is 7, this is 2 and 5. If this is 8, these have to sum to 6. I couldn't use 1, 5. I'd have to use 2 and 4. And I can't use 2 and 4. This can't be an 8. This is 7, 2, 5. So there's no 5 in here. This is 3, 8. And 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. So the 5 has to be in here. But the 5 makes that the 3 and that the 5. So this is the 5, 6 pair. So 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7 to complete the Renban. And these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 8, and 9, which does sum to 21. And there's no 4 there. That's the 8, 9 pair. That's the 4. I'm sure the people who are better at these totals would get there faster than me. That's fine. I'm having a ball. There's no 3 here. So this is the 3, which hasn't proved the 1, but these have to sum to 7. 1, 6 seems okay. 2, 5 would be 2 and 5. Can't do 3, 4. So they're the only possibilities. This 8 makes this the 9 and this the 8. This 2 makes this the 3 and this the 2. So this is 1, 5, or 6. No, it's got to be something else. Pardon me. 9 is in this cage. 9 is in one of those two cells because I can't put 9 in a 10 cage. So this is not a 9. This 5 is making that the 9 and that the 5, taking 9 out of those, making that the 9. This is a 1, 8. So 8 now isn't in any of those or any of those or on this line. That's the 8. These are not the 8. These puzzles are definitely designed for people who are experts at classic Sudoku, which I am not. The 5 looks across making that the 5 and that the 9, which looks back making that the 1. These now sum to 4, so that's the 6. Looking back making that the 5 and that the 6. This is great, by the way. Again, this is another puzzle that if this was released today as a killer Renban, people's minds would be blown by how good it is. But this is a 10-year-old Renban puzzle. 1 and 4 makes this the 2, which makes this the 1, this the 4, looking down, making this the 2 and this the 1. The 6 is looking down, making that the 5 and that the 6. The 5 is looking up, making that the 9 and that the 5. So these are 2, 5, 9. 2, 5, 9 sums to 16. So the 2 and the 9 means that's the 5, so that's the 9 and that's the 2. Beautiful. Now, it took me 25 minutes to solve an 80-point puzzle. Now, world champions would be trying to do it in about 8 minutes, and to be competitive, people would be trying to do it in about 16 minutes. So again, I'm like 3 times the... I'm cool with this. I'm very cool with these timings. But, yeah, if this was released today, if this had been published today, so David McNeil, beautiful work. If this puzzle had been released today as a Renban killer, like it would never get something like a cracking the cryptic feature. But if this had been released today as a killer, this would be rated. Like this would do okay. And a lot of people would look at it and go, this was a nice, fun little puzzle. I don't think anyone would look at this if this had been released today and go, oh, this is obviously a 10-year-old puzzle. These puzzles are great. And I'm really hoping that from doing this on the channel, people start paying more attention to the older puzzles because there's some great stuff. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. And as always, good luck with your solving.